They're 0 for 4 in Canada right now. 4 games, 4 straight losses. 4-3 to Vancouver on Saturday. Many of you, hopefully, were either out partying on a Saturday night or maybe slept through it because it wasn't that fun. And it started at 10 o'clock. The most overrated thing in professional sports is to follow, and that is the players-only meeting. Apparently up in Canada, the Canes got together and said, we need a players-only meeting. It's the most overrated thing in professional sports. I love it when and no disrespect to them because they're reporting on it and it is news and fans do get excited by it. But I love when a beat reporter thinks they got the inside scoop. There was a players-only meeting at the hotel last night. After the coaches left, there was a players-only meeting in the locker room, in the clubhouse, in the facility, in the team room. The players-only meeting. If you want to react to anything, there's plenty to react to as far as what the Canes have been putting on the ice. Or if you want to react to anything, react to the losses. React to losing 5 of your last 6. React to losing close games, blowout games. React to losing games that your goalies play halfway decent. React to playing games where your goalies can't stop anything. React to that. Players' meetings are motivational speeches at best. They lack coherence most of the time, and quite frankly, there's a reason why coaches are coaches, because they're the ones that are comfortable getting up there, having a mission, and crafting a message. When the veterans get up there and just start doing listen, this is not how we do things. We're better than this. You gotta get pucks on the net. Like you gotta get in deep. Like whatever they're saying, it's nothing the coaches haven't said already. It's your head's in the right place, but it's a symptom of a bigger problem, not a prescription to cure the bigger problem. When you start having players-only meetings, you're not going to walk out of there and go, oh, duh, I didn't realize I wasn't pulling my part. Thanks, guys. I will start playing harder now and deferring to you in bigger moments. A players-only meeting is what you do, what you go to when nothing else is working. When you're looking around going, why isn't the thing that has been working for years working anymore? It must be effort. It must be distraction. It must be someone's not buying in. It must be something along those lines. Let's get together and be dramatic about it. Let's get together and kick the coaches out. No cameras so we can be honest. Because when Coach is in the room, we're all lying. Like, what are we doing here?
Let's do Fight Club.
Yeah, let's. How did anyone find out about this players-only meeting? They just see him walking out of a room and go, wait, there were no coaches in there. That must be a players-only meeting. Here's the thing. I think it's a good sign that everybody still cares. It's a good sign that the veterans, I'm assuming the veterans, are taking ownership of the team. It's a good sign that they recognize they are a third of the way through the season and they are essentially 2 games over 500. It's a good sign that they're not okay with that. But what are they going to come out of there with a better goalie? Are they going to walk into the room, walk out, and have a different defensive scheme that doesn't ask for so many highlight goal saves from the guy between the pipes? Are they going to walk out of that room and have a healthy Andrei Svechnikov? If they walk out of there motivated, that's great. If they walk out of there with a new lease on life and fun and excitement, that's great. But I'm going to need Rod Brind'amour to make some tangible changes, more so than just getting the group to run out of there smacking the Notre Dame play like a champion sign or the believe sign from Ted Lasso. Like, I'm going to need more than that. Here's Rod Brind'amour on what the conversation was after another close loss on the road for the Canes.
You know, I don't know. It's tough because you got to play 60 minutes, right? And can't, like I said, it's, you know, when you just give a goal here or there, it's right now we don't have that margin, right? So that's been the interesting thing. But at the end of the day, too, we got to get more out of some of our guys. Our top guys are not. I don't think they're scoring. They're not really contributing offensively, which is making it hard, you know. So I like the third though. That was, you know, he dug in and, you know, just didn't get it.
Do you know what's even more interesting about the players-only meeting after hearing that? And hearing that similar sentiment after previous losses on this road trip, the top guys aren't contributing offensively.
Yeah, where's guys like Sebastian Aho, Seth Jarvis, Teuvo Teravainen? Where have they been at these past 4 games?
Well, that's what makes it interesting about the players-only meeting, because every locker room I've been a part of, every locker room I've talked to, every locker, like, the good guys are the leaders, whether you want it to be or not, right? It's very, very rare to have like a third stringer be a captain because he's just a great guy and everybody looks up to him. There might be a third stringer that's a great guy and everybody looks up to, but the true leaders on the team are the best players. So what happens? What is said in a players-only meeting when it's the top guys that aren't performing? Do you think it's a role player's job to stand up there and be like, Sebastian, listen, man, $9.75 million a year. We were all there. We were all excited when you signed the contract. Time to start playing like it. You think that's going to go well? Or is it going to feel like the freshman yelling at the senior?
That might turn to Fight Club.
I don't know, because you can't touch Seabass. You can't touch Sebastian. So it'd be someone else coming up, and then it's just, it's like old school fighting where you have to send your conduit. I think the more important part of their season are the tangible fixes, which would be making a move for a goalie. It would be changing up your lines, or it would be sending someone to a little healthy scratch for a day or two to really rattle them and let them know what's up. I think it's time for tangible changes more so than dramatic conversations. More so than let's close the door, let's put the head coach and the assistants out of there, let's make sure the trainers don't hear us, and say some rah-rah, let's go win one for the Gipper speeches. You lost 4-3 to Vancouver. Vancouver's a good team. Right? There's no disrespect in losing that game. There's just disrespect in every game over the last 4, finding a way to lose and losing 5 of your last 6 and going from well above 500 to now 2 games over 500. You're 14-12-1. The time for speeches was about a week ago. Now it's time for real fixes.